Hello, Facebook. I just wanted to share something that was on my heart. I don't go live a lot, but when the spirit hits me, I feel like I have something to say. I just want to I feel like I need to get it off my chest and say it, and I feel like somebody will benefit from hearing it, even if it's just one person. Even if it's just one person, I feel like I have something to say, something that is worth saying. And so I just left the gym. Well, it's been about an hour ago, and I don't like. Hey Gary, I really don't like working out. That's uncomfortable for me, but it's something that's necessary. And so I just had this on my heart, and hopefully a few more people will join. If not, that's okay. I just need to get this out because I actually have a lot of work to do. But this was on my heart. Thank you. This was on my heart to do a Periscope or a live video about the benefits of being uncomfortable, because I'm really excited about what I have going on tonight, and it all comes from me taking a step and being uncomfortable. So I don't know if a few more people are going to join or not, but I'm just going to jump right in. And Gary, it could be me and you until a few more people come, or maybe they'll see it later. Maybe people will share. But the benefits of being uncomfortable. So about 10 years ago, in 2010. Now it's been 6 years ago, I wrote a book, which most people who know me know about the book. And the book was about my life and me becoming a teen mom and how I became a teen mom. And the book, thank you, the book was very difficult for me to write. And it was a story that was very hard to share. Hey Latoya, very hard to share. And as time has gone by, a lot of people have read the book, and I'm so excited that I can say thousands of people have read the book at this point. And the feedback that I've gotten has been amazing. But it was, like I said, it was hard for me to write, and it has been really interesting because I've had a lot of people tell me it was hard for them to read. Not because it wasn't well written, and not because it was an interesting story, but because it was a hard story. So it was very uncomfortable for me to write it, and it's uncomfortable sometimes for people to read it. And it's uncomfortable for me to hear people say that it's hard to read. But at the end of them saying it's hard to read, they say that they're very glad they read it, and most people read it, share it with other people. That was probably aside from me being big when I was 15 and embarrassed and things I dealt with at that point. That was probably an uncomfortable thing for me to do, was to share my story. But I did it. And the reason why I did was to help other people not have to experience what I have experienced, or if they have experienced it, show them that they could overcome it and deal with it. Be successful regardless of the situation. But that was comfortable. And the reason why I'm doing this live video right now, the book is available wherever books are sold online, and they're also available on my website, which is my name, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗏𝗏. And any books that are purchased on my website, I do sign those. A lot of people buy those for other people and have me to sign them and write an encouraging message for somebody. So, but they can be purchased anywhere that books are sold online. But I wrote the book, which was very uncomfortable, like I said, and very hard. And even still to this day, it's been 6 years since I wrote the book, and I shared my story. And everybody who's read it, I know they look at me differently because they know so much more about me that isn't always flattering, because I share so many details, very personal details. So it's uncomfortable. But the point of me doing this live video, because I'm going to be real quick, is because I want to talk about the benefits of being uncomfortable. the benefits being uncomfortable. So these things uncomfortable. I got up there and people started asking me to talk and speak and share the story even more. And so I've done it. And every time it's uncomfortable. But I stepped out of my comfort zone to do that. The website is 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗟, my name. The reason why I do it is because every time I get uncomfortable, I know it's helping somebody else. Every time I get uncomfortable, it's helping somebody else. So I push myself to be uncomfortable. But the benefits that I personally have gotten from it, aside from the joy of helping other people and the number of ways that I've been told that it's helping other people by me sharing my story, 3 big things have come from me. And that's why I wanted to do this live video. I was feeling really, really full while I was getting dressed. If you missed the early part of this video, I went to the gym today. I worked out. That was uncomfortable because I don't like working out, but I did it. But I came back home and I just got so excited because what I'm about to do when I get done with this video is prepare for my class tonight. So, but 3 things that came from me: stepping outside of my comfort zone and sharing my story and doing something that was very, very, very uncomfortable. My manager. One, aside from the joy I said of having people constantly tell me that sharing my story has helped them in a lot of different ways, that has been a huge blessing. For me personally, though, number 1, I started a business. I have a bachelor's degree. I have an MBA too, and I've worked in corporate America I did work in corporate America for almost 15 years, and I loved it. I absolutely loved what I did. I never dreamt of being an entrepreneur, but sharing my story pushed me to becoming an entrepreneur. And that's what I am now. I have my own business called So What, where I do motivational speaking, I do trainings, I have curriculum, I do a lot of different things where I have my own business, and that's something I never would have dreamt of for myself. I left corporate America, also very uncomfortable for me to leave a very, very comfortable job that I had worked very, very hard to attain and a very, very comfortable salary to become an entrepreneur. But I left the comfort of that so that I could do the business to help people. Second thing that came was I started a nonprofit. And through my nonprofit, I'm able to help kids here in Memphis to, 1, not deal with the things I've dealt with, and 2, overcome the challenges that they might be facing so that they don't have to deal with it. And if they are dealing with it, they can get through it. So I've been blessed in that way. I never would have thought would have happened if I had not stepped out of my comfort zone and shared my story. My website is 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗟, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗟, and just like the season, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗟. But the third thing that came from me by being uncomfortable, by stepping outside of my comfort zone, and let me repeat, none of these things were things that I expected. I had to step out of my comfort zone and share my story so that these things would happen. These things happened just because I did. Just because I took the step to share my story, get uncomfortable. But the third thing that happened, which is what prompted me to do this video right now, and what has me so excited, is my class at the University of Memphis. After I wrote my book, sharing my story, and after I decided to leave corporate America, when I decided to leave a really, really great job that I actually really, really love, but I knew it was time for me to go and do something else, I decided to become, or I applied to become an adjunct professor at the University of Memphis, and I was accepted. For 3 years, or 3 semesters, I taught marketing, principles of marketing, which are, my degrees are in marketing, and my experience is in marketing. But after 3 semesters of teaching marketing, I was approached by the dean of the business school, who knew me and my story, which I stepped out of my comfort zone to share. At that point, it was about 3 years prior. And he said, "𝗙𝗢, I want you to create your own class using your story, to help our students." And so for the second semester, and I'm kind of emotional about it because it's a really big deal to me. Because this is my alma mater. This is the same place where I had my son on campus with me, in class with me. It's emotional to me. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this. I'm just excited. I didn't know it was going to be emotional. But last semester, he asked me to create a class, and we created a pilot. And I taught a class with my book that I stepped out of my comfort zone to write as the textbook. That's the textbook. I created the curriculum. It was my book and my story. And I had a diverse class of race and gender last semester. So the class was a huge success, and we did it again this semester. Tonight is the final presentation. The students will give their final presentations, and in their final presentations, what they'll talk about is what they got out of the class. And yeah, if you feeling this, please give me some love. Look, your hearts help me kind of get through this. But they'll share in their final presentations what they got out of the class. But also, as you know, I'm a writer. And I'm big on helping people learn how to write better. So the students also had to write papers. And I was in Atlanta all weekend. I came home Monday night, and I spent all night grading their papers, and their papers talked about what they got out of this class. And again, I have white students, I have black students, I have Filipino students, I have German students, I have male, I have traditional age college students, and I have non-traditional age college students. A very, very diverse class. And each and every one talked about how much they got out of the class, how much they got out of reading my book, which is my life as a teen mom and what I went through. But each and every one of them got so much out of the book. And I'm just really, really excited right now. I'm really excited now to have a tonight to see what's in presentation. I'm going to try to go live. I have my hands full trying to grade their presentations and give them my full attention. But somebody asked me earlier if I would go live. I'm going to try to go live so that I can share what they're saying. But again, the reason why I'm doing this video right now is not about me. It's about you. Because these are the things that came from me because I stepped out of my comfort zone. I did something that was very, very uncomfortable, very, very scary, and still is sometimes. But what are you holding on to? What comfort are you holding on to that is keeping you from doing what you really need to do in life? There's some comfort in your life that's holding you back from being all that you are designed to be. Like I said, once I shared my story, these things came from me. These were not things that I wanted. These were not even things that I ever dreamt of having or doing. But my life is so much different and so much better and so much more fulfilling because I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I did something that was hard. So I encourage you right now to examine your life and see what comfort you're holding on to that might just be holding you back. Have a good day. I'm going to get ready for a class right now, and again, hopefully I will be able to jump back on Facebook Live so that I can share all this with you. Thank you for watching and Zone.